Here we go. 3, 2, 1, action. Hi everyone, welcome to Zia Media Group. I'm Eric Lozano.
I'm Liz Schmitz.
Yay! And she's pregnant.
I am pregnant.
She has a baby.
We're all black, so you can be all more undercover.
Yes. So, okay, so we're going to talk about last project we did for Sunglass. Mm-hmm. The one in Durango. And so we want to talk about what can we do better next time. How can we improve our work and our techniques?
So, having to do with the equipment, how do you think the choice of equipment impacted the overall look and feel of the video? And do you think there are any limitations or advantages to the equipment we used?
No, I don't think, well, about our equipment, I don't think we have any limitations. I think we have great equipment. We have a great red camera, top of the line, and that helps us a lot to record, I think, the high dynamic range. We can record shadows and highlights. Mm-hmm. And it became my favorite camera. It's my baby. It's over there somewhere. Anyway, so I think we have great equipment, which is, I can say we are blessed to have really nice equipment. What about you? What do you think?
I agree. I don't know all the technical things for sure like you, but I think that the equipment that we do bring for sure life to the set for sure. Like it makes it realistic. Like the portrayal of, or the filming of people, like it transfers over even though it's video. Like even though it's video and it's obvious it would transfer over. Our lighting, the audio, the video, like really does bring life to those, like to what we're doing. Like it's not just we pop up a camera and a light and we're like, oh, that's good. There's like a whole bunch of stuff that we do to make it look the best that it can be for Sunglass and then for anybody else. So
I agree with that, and I think we have some of the best, probably the best equipment in Farmington. Yeah. We have really great lights for any situation, even for daylight outside. We have diffusers, and you know, we try to do as highest quality videos we can for employees, for our clients,
ourselves.
Well, for ourselves too, because we're doing this.
We're doing it right now.
Yeah, and
we do the same for anybody, no matter what their business or product or whatever. Like we have the same like high standard. Like we want people to their look to be the best it can be, no matter what they have or what they're doing. Do you think there are any improvements that could be made in terms of equipment for future productions? Like, is there anything that we could? Yeah,
there's a few things that of course, that we need, but not necessary right now. But I think it's like, I believe we're going to get a cinematic lens soon, you know, that will help me a lot with the focusing instead of depending on photography lenses. Yeah, I think we have what we need. So far, except for those cinematic lenses
that you want,
that I've been crying about. Well, we get those sometime soon this year.
Yeah, but after the first quarter. How did the chosen location contribute to the message or story of the video?
Well, the story of the video was about Sunglass giving the message to the community about their tax-free discounts, or is it tax-free?
Yeah, tax-free. Tax-free on window and door installation for a limited time.
I think the location shows pretty. I mean, I was happy with it. Yeah. Of course, I want to do a few more things for location, but there was they have blue windows that when you record really close to blue windows, that's gonna reflect on the skin of the subject, and I couldn't get close to those windows. But I mean, we did what we could. But I believe we chose the right location and the background for this video. Yeah. I
don't really think. Do you think there's any other locations that would have been a better fit for that? I feel like there's pretty spot on since it was their office. And
well, there was a few spots for next videos, I believe, in the same location.
Okay.
But I mean, we just have to use our imagination next time. And I wanted to use their new showroom, and they had a TV on the background, but it didn't have their logo ready. So I wanted to use that next time for the next video. So it's just a matter of using our imagination. But
yeah, using the space.
I think that I mean, I'm happy with what we had.
Yeah. That was way cool. Their cool wall. Their paper wall. All right. How did the background affect the visual appeal and professionalism of the video?
I believe the background was as well really well framed, and it was. I mean, it was part of the main shot. Let me see if I can pull it out right here because I'm recording my screen. So for the background, I have Sunglass right here. That's their logo, and I think it goes pretty well with their background. And then Jeremy has the Sunglass logo as well, so it matches his logo and the background logo. I think it's well balanced. What do you think of the logo and the background?
I like it. Oh, it looks nice. Like that's one thing about their office is it's super. It looks it's so like clean, and you don't. I mean, like in a lot of, and they're in Durango. Like this office is in Durango, but I feel the modern look doesn't happen a whole lot in our area.
Yeah,
because
I agree to that.
There's so many, which is fine, but like there's so many like older buildings. Like that's what a lot of businesses are. They take over as older buildings because those buildings aren't being used. So like to have that cool modern look that they were able to get with their remodel, because I know they remodeled that recently. It's pretty solid. It makes it look really great, and it just kind of it adds to their like what they do. Like they have those clean new window and door installations. Like the work that they do, you can like see like their office helps kind of reinforce that. Like we have that clean look. Yeah. Were there any distractions or elements that could have been improved in the background?
No, I don't think so. I think the background was just fine, and I didn't see any distractions.
Yeah, neither.
The only distractions were people coming in and out, but they didn't have a lot of clients that morning, and I think that helped a lot too.
Yeah,
so
just a normal.
That was my main concern, just clients coming in and out of their office.
Yeah, normal office stuff. The printer going off.
Yeah, well, that was a
printing
distraction.
Papers.
Yes, of course, but they're minor. Yeah.
How do you think the actors' performances impact the effectiveness of the video?
Shoot.
Jeremy's all good.
Yeah, Jeremy's a freaking pro. He nails it on the first take. He's really professional, and I think he used to work in this environment before. So from what I heard, and he's really good at what he does, being in front of the camera, expressions, moving his face, his hands. And I think he's probably the best one that I've seen around here so far.
Yeah, I agree. Dude gets it. Yeah, we only do a second take for in case we need it. That's the only reason we ever do a second take with him.
Oh yeah, just in case. But
he does. He nails it.
He's really good. So yeah.
Are there so Jeremy kills it every time. He does a really good job. But what kind of challenges do you see whenever you're working with somebody who's acting?
Other than Jeremy?
Yeah, other than Jeremy.
I think they get really nervous in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And then they start overthinking everything, and they just get lost, or they start moving weird, like back and forth, or I don't know. It's just, I do get nervous sometimes in front of the camera, but I'm just getting used to it, and I think it's just some people get nervous, and some of them they do great. Some of them they're shy, and But I think we try to get them as comfortable they can, and then we give them, we tell them, hey, can you express a little more, or can you do this and that? Because sometimes they're asking for help, or they're like, where do I put my hands? And
they hold them out.
They don't know what to do with their hands. But anyway, so. Yeah. That's what I think. What about you? What do you think?
The same. I think they do, which is understandable. You get very critical of yourself because all eyes are on you. The cameras are on you. And you're the one talking while there's people behind a camera. Like, we're watching you. And that's why, whenever I'm helping on set, if there's nothing in front of me, I try and not look at them, but I also try and just not add those extra eyes, just because some people don't care. But then I think about like maybe if I'm not looking at them and I'm looking at like, you know, like the audio or something, it'll maybe like help them not be like, oh, there's another person staring at me. But it's super easy for anybody to be critical of themselves because
I think they feel the pressure in front of them with the cameras and
like
and us,
the way they look, the way they sound. Like it starts getting uber in their own heads, which I understand because I feel the same way when I hear my voice. I'm all,
oh yeah, me too. I hate it, but I mean that's what it is.
It's just your voice, and nobody else hates it.
Yeah,
it's just you. You're like, what qualities should they prioritize when they're choosing someone to be the voice for their commercial?
Well, I wish that every company, every client that we work for, that they had a Jeremy in their company to be the face of the company. You know that it's well talented in front of the camera, expressing and just being confident in front of the camera. But I know that it's not everyone is like that, of course. But I think Robbins, Heating and Air, I think they're doing pretty well as well. You know, they're pretty good in front of the camera too. They have fun. They laugh all the time. I love working with Michelle. You know, she has such a big old smile when she's in front of the camera, and she's like pretty cool in front of the camera as well. I forgot about Michelle, but yeah, she's pretty good in front of the camera. Yeah,
she is good.
I wish everybody had someone like that. You know, every client that we have.
I do think that if they can find, like, if a company has like somebody they know who has a personality and is willing to do that, because that's one of the biggest things I think that we like is the willingness for people to be in commercials.
Yeah.
Even if they're not talking, and it's understandable, like especially if you're not like prepared, like mentally and then like physically, like, you know, like not to be like, because you want to look nice on camera. So somebody like pulls you over and you're like, I'm just wearing my work shirt, and like they look presentable, but they're also like, they just didn't put that little bit of extra, like, you know, like you would put attentiveness to your look. But I think it's hard whenever people seem like they're like deer in the headlights, or like, I don't know how to act. Even if they're not talking on camera, they get really like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, you just do what you do every day. The only difference is we're going to be holding up a camera and there will be lights on you. And so if they can find people that are willing to, which like, I feel like are like here, like there's enough like a majority of the people who work here as the media group, we would be willing to be on camera. So looking back at the overall production, what aspects do you feel were particularly successful? Well, we haven't
finished this project yet, but I think it's going to turn out really nice because the way that we recorded and the lighting. What I do when I record any project, I try to do the best I can while recording a video, so it can make it easier during the editing. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm happy. We're very happy with what we did.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to turn out really nice. But yeah. I
think the other team members at Sunglass stepping up to be in the video, they did a good job. the two ladies and Jerry.
Oh, yeah. Yes, of course.
They did a good job on the acting for the B-roll. I think that was pretty successful.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were a little bit scared at first or shy, but... Yeah, I mean, it worked out really well. But they crushed it. Yeah.
They did it. Are there any changes or improvements that you would make if we had to go reshoot the video? Is there anything that...
Well, if we have to go back, I will say that I will bring our dark blankets, to record right in front of the Sunglass logo that they have at the entrance. Okay. But since those windows were blue, you know, I couldn't just record next to it because... Jeremy will look blue. So that was something I think that could be improved in the future for next video. Yes.
Yeah, we'll bring it.
Or if I went back that day, you know.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing I heard was just that blue window, like it was just casting that light.
And push. I forgot to push play on the tentacle audio, but
Oh,
That was the backup audio.
yes.
I will
But
do
we still
that if
had
we
the-
went back.
But we had the boom mic, so we
Yeah,
were covered.
I will
That's
always
right.
have a backup.
Forgot
Yeah.
about that. So for the future, whenever we go back, talking about everything we talked about today, how do you think we can, like, apply, like, what we've learned?
I think we should apply everything we learn every time and just keep doing it, so we can just get used to doing that and just keep practicing from what we learn every time. And because I know sometimes we forget something, or whatever, but I think we just have to be aware of those things so we can be better next time.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
not forget things. I agree. Yep. Just
Well,
remembering things.
Yeah. Well, I'm Eric, and we have Liz.
Yep. And I'm
Here.
Liz.
And we're done with this video. We just wanted to create this video for you guys out there so you can kind of see our experiences, what we go through and what we do. Anyway, so we are Zia Media Group. See ya.
We're out.